Hello, everybody. It's Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Well, this is not going to be a funny video this time. It's going to be kind of serious. So, about a month ago, I got an email from the VA clinic in Manila that they had received their allotment of vaccines from the U.S. and that they would be contacting everyone 65 years and older to see if we wanted to get the vaccine. So I was anxious to get that call, and about 2 weeks ago, I did. And she asked if I wanted to get the vaccine, and I said, yes, I do. And so we set up a date for me to come in and get the vaccine, which was last Wednesday. So we got up early in the morning. It was going to be, my appointment was at 10:30, and took off from Manila and got there, and I had some people standing there at the door, including a nurse, a U.S. nurse. And they went with me inside, and I sat down for a little while. My wife was with me. And not too long of a wait, and then they called me, and it was very well organized. Things went pretty quickly. As a matter of fact, they had about 3 or 4 American nurses there that was running the whole thing. And so I went through there, and they called me up to it, said, which arm do you want it in? And I said, my right arm. And it just a small little prick on the skin, and just took a few seconds, and then I had to wait for 15-20 minutes in this room with others that had received theirs, just to see if it was going to have any kind of a negative reaction to the shot. So wait the 20 minutes, and they released me. They gave me a card, stated I've been vaccinated, and when I was supposed to come in for the second, which is be the 19th of this month. I'll be very glad to get that. To celebrate, we went to the Red Lobster in Manila. There was very few people there, and they seated us outside. And they had a limited menu, and but I got my fried shrimp and shrimp scampi, so I was a happy camper. So it's here now. You vets out there, you'll be hearing from them. The first is they're doing us older guys, and then they'll start contacting you, and I highly recommend that you go in and get it. I did not have really much of a reaction to the shot. Afterwards, I was kind of tired. That was the only thing about the shot that affected me. I didn't have any rashes. I didn't have any swellings. Nothing. It was pretty simple and pretty easy. And I highly recommend that you take advantage of that. Didn't cost anything. And I know a lot of you people are skeptical because of a lot of unsubstantiated reports Uh, Folks, trust the science and the medical doctors and the researchers, because they're the ones that are going to tell you the truth. And so you just have to keep a watch out for the first 3 days, and they give you a long list of everything, what to do if you develop a rash or something happens. All this tiredness was all I suffered from. My arm was sore for about 3 days. So, but that's nothing. I know some of you feel like, oh, I want my freedom. Your freedom not to wear a mask, your freedom to go into a crowded bar or go to a party. That's not freedom. Freedom has to come with responsibility. And you're not being responsible when you go out without a mask and get next to other people. That's irresponsibility. I myself would hate to think that I gave something and killed somebody's grandmother, somebody's child. So go get the vaccine. One you're getting at the VA is the Pfizer one, and that's probably the most reliable and most effective one. I think it has like a 97% effective rate. So go get it. It's no problem at all. So, there's lots of good American food places in Manila, so if you have to go to Manila, you might as well stop in and get some of your favorite food. That's what I did, and so you can't believe these reports that you see on QAnon and these fake conspiracy theories. Trust the doctors, trust the science of it. When I was a young boy, when I was born, we had a whole lot of childhood diseases that could kill you or disable you for life. Polio was one of the big ones. My parents were always afraid that I was going to get polio. My brother was born disabled, and they didn't want to have another disabled child. But I caught measles, whooping cough, chicken pox, I think it was, and I would not wish that on anybody. They were horrible. And smallpox has been eliminated because of the vaccine. Dr. Salk ended polio when he founded the polio vaccine. So these are smart people that are making this. Trust them. They're not there to do anything harm to you or anything. It's not a government conspiracy to hurt you or your children. Governments don't do that. Or at least this American government doesn't do that. And we're in a pandemic. If you don't get the vaccine, you're just going to be perpetuating that disease to your children and your children's children. So, and now, after I take get my second vaccine, I'll be much more freer than those that didn't get one. I'll be able, if I wanted to, travel to Europe, because I'll have evidence that I've gotten both of the vaccines. And I'll be able to travel around the Philippines much more easily. I can go into a restaurant and eat inside if I want to, as soon as the governments approve that, and hopefully they will soon. Yeah, I'd support a government passport for fully vaccinated people, and let us go ahead and, since we were responsible people, and we should get the benefits of that responsibility. So that's I highly recommend you go get this vaccine. Filipinos, y'all go get the vaccine, and as soon as you can. And Americans and Australians and Europeans, get the vaccine. And let's end this thing. That's the only way we're going to end it, if people get vaccinated. And we'll put an end to this thing. We've always been able to do it by being responsible citizens. So that's my serious video for today. Y'all take care, stay safe, get your vaccines, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like this video.